just like hit my screen. What am I doing? Hello, my friends, hello. I'm on a little bit early today because I gotta get moving and grooving and moving some more. Hello, friends. What's going on? You know, I sing that song every time I say that. When I wake in the morning, I step outside and I scream to my friends, let's get real high on life. And then I say, what the hell am I thinking? What up, Trevor? What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? Good morning, good morning, good morning. There's an infertile. Oh. Back on the talk and the tick and the U to the two. Good morning, guys. I've got a busy day today. I got my schedule is all effed up. My daughter is coming into town and she's got lots of demands and needs. Hey, it's early for you. I know. The murder scene. Yeah, I saw your pregnancy test. Well, not that. Anyhow, I get the demands of Hannah. Hi, guys. Yes, so Hannah's coming in. She started texting me this morning, and she's like, Mom, make sure you're up. You got shit to do. My daughter texted me at 6:15 this morning and said, Mom, just as a reminder, I'm coming in at 11:30. We're going out to lunch with Jen, so be dressed, don't stink, and do your hair. And then she said, do we have fruit at the house? Fruit. Fruit. Yes, Hannah. Mommy prepared for you to come home. Get it? Care, giver. Giver of the care. Yes. Can you believe that? I know she's coming. I loaded up on the fruit. Golly. I'm not 62. I'm 85, actually. Just kidding. Yeah, so just so you know, that's what I do. Yeah, don't sing. So I have to do my hair and shit like that. So F my life. Which means that I'm sitting here talking to you and I still haven't put on my other sock and my shoes. Y'all, I've been so lazy lately. Lazy meaning, yes, I'm still getting my shit done, but lazy in the sense of I don't want to exercise. Y'all, I don't want to exercise. Glaring at the world. Laura, I woke up every morning. I have to say I'm glared. No, I am not. I'm 49. That was a struggle coming out. 49. I yeah, have kids, they say. It will be fun, they say. You will support them for the rest of the life. Nobody ever told me that. What's up, Click and Chicken? Norm, how are you? I'm 49 and I'm looking every bit of my 49th year. And that's okay. I'm okay with that. You're addicted. I can't help that. Addiction is evil. But to me and Dan, fine. I'll allow that. Dan is 63 and a half. I know. I went for the older man for security purposes only. Security purposes only. Forever. Yeah. Bitch, you tell that little hussy she is not allowed to tell our age. What the hell is she thinking? You better slap her upside the head. No, y'all, it's okay. I got jokes today. Dan is not 63 and a half either. I'm just kidding. However, I did marry him for his potential. That is partially true. Just kidding. Once again, kids, I'm joking. I'm just joshing. Hello in the Grand Cayman. You said that last night when we were talking about colons, and so I was like, hello from the Grand Colon. How's it up there? Hello. Hell. Oh, God. 4 hours per day. Well, tonight is Thursday, so unless Dan decides to go on without me, which casino nights he typically does go on, but I don't know. That's on him. So beware. Jay, I'm just going to call you Jay. I'm going to have a long day. I know. Oh, Laura, slap that little hussy upside the head. Remember all my money. I'm trying to think about all my money, Laura. I've run into a problem because what money? Age is just a number. It is. My gut is trying to show I'm in menopause as well. So I can't defy the age because everything is showing my age. My gut, let's not talk about it. I every day look at my stomach and I'm like, what's going on? And I wake in the morning and it's still there and I think to myself, what the fuck is happening? I think it's just one of those things I'm gonna have to just, it is what it is, y'all. Women, for those of you who don't get the belly bulge, not budge, early through menopause, menopause. You're lucky, but somehow my genetics is saying, here you go, and here's this. What is this? Look, what is that? I don't know. What is this? I don't know. Never had it before. Anyhow, I digress. I need to get my shit together. I don't like it. When I walk, I feel it. I feel like I should become a belly dancer. It's called aging with menopause. I don't know. You guys, it is what it is. I can't. It's fine. Should I just go back to bed? I'm thinking that I just slipped off my treadmill. Morning! Note to self, don't step too close to the edge with slippery shoes. Whatever. It's fine. I didn't hurt myself. I'm fine, y'all. I don't have time to go back to bed. Isaac, get the frick out of here. Am I okay? I just, no. I've lost my ever-loving mind. And I wake in the morning and I think to myself, should I go back to bed or deal with the world? And I think to myself, shut your fucking eyes under the covers and don't run. But the menopausal gut makes me want to run. So here I am. Good morning. The gun has rat poison in it. Perfect. It'll end my life a lot quicker than I want it to. How's that? Good morning, Sure. I'm falling. I got you. You guys, I tripped 3 times in the last 24 hours. I am falling. I am I don't know what's happening. However, I do have to explain to you that I really don't want to do this, but I'm doing it. I do need help. This rat poison tastes amazing, y'all. That's amazing. Isaac, weird weather, right? It's straight up. I'm like, God, I want to diet Dr. Pepper. Amanda, I just got my account back yesterday. Started with the stairs, Candace. Started with the fucking stairs. The stairs, y'all. When you're vacuuming the stairs, note to self, look back before you step down. I missed 3. It was fine. I didn't hurt myself. Kind of like how I did that and I slipped off the slide. I slipped and slide off. Dan is on a walk. Isaac Kiss my ass, Isaac. Just kidding. I like Isaac. Don't attack him. No. Daryl. Darling. Treadmills do not help with weight loss. Your mouth does. And then treadmills help keep you in line. Yes, Robin, just got back yesterday. Grandpa is snoozing like a snoozer. No, he's not walking with Grandpa. We have our old, remember our old neighbor Paul? Those of you on YouTube don't know, but those of you here know. Paul was our ex-neighbor, and once a month they come and they walk. It is very hard to talk while running. So here I am. My brain hurts. Morning, Purple Jack. Oh my God, the eyebrows are horrible. So this morning, I was like, bring those eyebrows over here and put them inside me. I'm so turned on. He gave me a look, and I said, please don't look at me like that with those eyebrows. Anyhow, yes, Deborah, thank you. I'm back, snoozing and eating. I wish. That man ate so much last night. So much last night. We were like, and still proceeded after the lives to be like, I'm hungry. No, you are not hungry. You ain't hungry. You think you are, but you ain't. And then people telling us, well, give them food. You mind your own business. We do what we want. We know what we do. And we believe in the process, and we are the professionals of it. So, don't tell me. Don't tell, just give him, he's 91. No shit, he's 91. And I sure shit don't want to be cleaning up messes from eating too much. He put it inside me, but not the eyebrows. Anywho. Don't talk when you run. Well, what the hell am I going to do then? Just sit here? You set yourself up for that one. But not the eyebrows. He would have liked, anyhow, I digress. Boss, I don't. I walk like a man in heels because I've never worn heels. Boss thinks I would look really good in heels. My legs look better on social media than they do in real life. But I'm a clomper, I'm not graceful, and I always like break an ankle. So if you know anything about me, I am not swan-like. I'm not swan-like. I am definitely, it's not good. It's not good. Hi Jill, how are you? Good morning, Christina Vina. Who never forgets me, Susie, ever, ever. Mike, just try to watch what he eats. You know he partakes in ferns, and so at night his biggest thing is eating. So he's really just taming it down. That's it. I mean, for him, it's not what he does during the day. It's literally just nighttime eating. So it's really good. Did you say you never wore heels? Never, John. Because in my line of work, I didn't have to wear heels. And I hate heels. My hips don't like heels. My bunions don't like heels. My hammies don't like heels. So I wore heels for like maybe 3 hours on my brother's wedding. The next day I was sore. Like I exercised all day. Anyhow. I am happy. Birkenstocks. If you need a sponsor, an ambassador, hit me up. I love Birks. That's all I wear. Birkenstocks right here. Give me a call. I'm looking for I'm looking to become a sponsor for some big company so I can sit back, continue to do my shit, and eat my bonbons. But Burke, call me. Right here. Just give me a little ring-a-ding-ding. When is your daughter moving in with you? She's not, Amanda. She has signed a lease, And I have co-signed for them. Lord knows. And it's expensive. So she's going to stay in San Diego one more year because she probably will never go back until she gets into grad school next fall. Yeah, Jennifer, you don't want heels that's 6 foot tall. No. Hi, Kay. I think they do. Dips. They're called dips. Dips. You know those little chocolate, like they have Nestle Crunch ones? I'm assuming that's a bonbon. Hi, P.S. I wanted to be a teacher, yes. I went to school to be a teacher. However, I didn't make it for various reasons. And I ended up managing 40 women and a few men in a daycare center. I was more a manager. You can tell I'm more of a manager-esque. Yes, Jennifer. 6 feet tall already is high enough. Falling would be horrible. The eyebrows are horrible. Literally, the eyebrows are horrible. I can't take him serious. I love Whoppers. I hate Whoppers. Phyllis, I hate Whoppers. And I know you kept saying, Phyllis kept commenting that I was a tomboy. Kind of. And I don't think that's a bad thing. My daughters were too. Anywho, I'm a manager. And that's okay. So, a 2-bedroom apartment in San Diego for 2 people is $3,600. Yes, I agree. Teaching now is so much harder and not good. Yeah. Yes, so $3,600. Do the math for 12 months. That's $36,000. I am 5. I used to be 5'8", I think, but now I'm more like 5'7 and a half. Hi, blessed man. What's going on? Yeah, $3,600 for a 2-bedroom in San Diego. Yeah. So Dan, I told y'all, came out yesterday because she called him and was like, I need to, blah, 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 blah. And he was like, your daughter wants us to sign a fucking lease for $36,000. I said, Dan, I know. What did you tell her? What is going on? What did you... I said, it's already been talked about. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? This is probably her last year ever in San Diego. We told her we would help her. She has 2 jobs. It is what it is. That's ridiculous. Yes. But I don't know why you're yelling at me, because it just pisses me off. Do these kids see how ridiculous that is? They have a house to live in that's free. Yes, husband. However, they don't want to move home. Hannah is going to move home in a year. So she kind of bartered with me. And she was like, okay, here's the thing. Oh, Les. Sure, Michelle, come on over. Here's the thing. She was, Mom, if you help me for 1 more year, I promise I will go to grad school and live at home to kind of make up for that year. Please. This is my only time that I have, and I'll probably never be able to come back or afford San Diego. Fine, Hannah. Just keep taking away from your mother. Fine, Hannah. I'll just keep giving the last bit of clothing I have on my back. Sure, Hannah. No problem. What do you need? 1,000. 1,000? A month? Yes, mother. honestly, it's not that much more, but it was already, she mocked me. I know it. But it's true, right? It's true. So what do you do? I kiss them over. It's driving you crazy. Well, welcome to the childhood, adolescence, no, adulthood. It is worse. Sometimes I think about, you know, just what was harder, them being little or them being older. Yes, these damn kids have taken everything away. So you got to remember that the college fund was paying for her rent. And then I was paying probably out of my pocket about about $800 to $900 a month. Anyway, out of my pocket for like groceries and Wi-Fi and all that stuff. So it's really not that much different. I think parenting adults is way harder. I do too, but I thought so. I know. And so, well, then that's the thing, you know, we can do it right now until the money runs out. And we don't mind. I mean, I mind it. I do it. Dan's not happy that I do it. But he also really doesn't care because he would really, that's why we're working harder to support our children. Just solely support our children. I know, and we're trying to, we don't want them to take out loans, really. Oh, yes, Joe. 22 pounds? Y'all, give it up for Joe. I motivated him in 2 weeks of hard work and carnivore diet. He is down 22 pounds. Joe, I helped him. Isn't that amazing? I see. That's so good. Ramen noodles, yes. I love me some baked beans, and I love me some ramen noodles. No more sushi. Wow. Tiffany, that's crazy. But not because of me. So I don't want to celebrate Nathan. Joe did it because of me. Nathan did it because I don't know. But he doesn't watch me. Hi, Kelly. I'm here. Hi, Cheryl. Fuck the kids, Cheryl. Fuck the kids. Fuck them. I'm tired of living in shambles. I'm tired of sacrificing for these kids. I'm frustrated. When is it going to be about me? Damn it. Hi, Elves. Hi, Lynn. Yeah, Tiffany, at least you're on that Peloton, right? We'll do cereal. That's fine. Hi, another Cheryl here. I don't know if boys are. Andrew's gotten expensive as he's aged. Do you know how much his work boots are? Jax, I am the ATM. Do you know how much his work boots are? This fucker calls me Thursday, right after I took his car. Yes, boss. $300. Calls me, and I've already bought him like 4 pairs of work boots, and that guy goes through them like crazy. I'm like, you need to stop walking, because so he did. He said, yeah, 1,000 a run. Shit, you're telling me. So I'll tell you the story, and then I'll tell you what I'm going to do about it. Nothing. That's what I'm going to do about it. So he called me, and he was at the store. He saw me and Chuck are at the store, Mom. They're on sale. They're on sale. They were like $350, Mom. They're $250 now. $250 now. Leslie, I'm jealous. Your kids are finally on their own. I said, YouTube boop. $250. Can I get them? You know I need them. Yes, son. Do you want me to pay for them? No, son, it's fine. This time, one more time, I'll do it. Meanwhile, his car. Oh, that's nice, K-Riz. Not mine. Not mine. It's on sale. They were on sale. They were originally $350. $350 for shoes that he goes through so quick. And that's what he said. Well, Mom, if I have 2 pairs, then I can fluctuate between them, right? And then they'll last longer. These kids are killing me. So Andrew's not going to college, y'all. Andrew is going to the fire academy, hoping to get into that. Oh, you're so unneeded, girl. Be careful what you wish for. Sometimes I think I would like to be unneeded. Honestly, boots are so expensive. Businesses die me. What do they have the same way? I'm like, those things I'll help. He buys all his life. I know he just spent like $1,000 on his guitars and some new amps and his gadgets, and so, really, here's my thing. I spent so much money on the girls through their college, through their younger years with competitive soccer, clothes when he didn't give a shit. Yeah, Shar. Me too. That's why I have wine at night. And so there's a little guilt that I have. I carry a lot of guilt, I think. I think that's why I do it. I feel guilty. Andrew makes good money. I mean, he makes, he does the overtime. He's a hard worker. I mean, he's a blue-collar worker, working his ass off every day. And so, I don't know. It's just me. I'm horrible. I'm an enabler. I know that. Does it give me credit because I know that? I think so. And if I had all the money in the world, I still think I would do it for my kids. I'd buy them new cars. I would do whatever I could because that's just me. I love that. You saw this episode yesterday? I am horrible because, like Dan said that to me. He said, when are you going to let them be? When are you going to let them learn? Like school, he will do anything for, right? He will do anything for school and to help as much as he can because he would like them to get out of their upper degrees without debt, right? So that way they can start their lives without feeling like, they have this huge looming load of debt. So, firefighter is a good job. It will be, it's dangerous, but look, at this point, everything's dangerous. Tom, thank you. My kids, I know. My husband too. He's like, you gotta let them be responsible. But I don't want to. I have mom guilt. I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with losing my mom early. Maybe it has something to do with her sacrificing for me when she couldn't afford it, and knowing how hard it was and how selfless she was. And I'm selfish. So for me, maybe it's a little bit of that. I still carry that guilt for Andrew and his disease. I can't help it. I can't help it. I feel guilty. I feel guilty. It is what it is. So and he does, Char. I mean, he offers. Mom, I know, Leslie, and you did the best you could. And as women and as families, we do the best we can. And oh shit, James, you have my luck. It sounds like my luck. I call him my oven. I know. And you know what? He's the only one. No, I take that back. Him and Hannah are the only ones that say, like, probably like, Mom, I can pay. Can I pay half? You know, I just don't want to. But, like, I get it. He knows because I just paid for his car, right? So he's very, and I'm like, no, McDonald's tonight. Don't do McDonald's. That's horrible. James, that's horrible. Andrew's loving the shop lately. But again, I feel guilty because I spent so much on my kids. The girls, as they were growing up when Andrew didn't cost me a thing, right? I think that's what makes me special, Evie, 100%. I'm doing what I want to do. I mean, hold on. Do I want to give her $1,000 a month? No. But what I said, that's barfy, James. But what I did say is I said, if you get a better paying job, we need to reassess how much I'm giving you. And she kind of stuttered, and I said, right? And she said, okay. So that's what I did say. Jennifer is not officially on her own. She has a credit card. Yes, Kimber. She has a credit card. So she can get gas with it. And if she needs, coffee. That I don't get, girl. $1,000 even David had a scholarship. I know. Well, Jill, yes. I mean, you're at a point in your life where you don't make money. You know, you're more on a fixed income. So you need to be done. Why sacrifice you? But I probably would do it too. Look at Vince, so sick of us. But yet here you are, Vince, watching. Hello, Vince. May your day turn to butterflies, flowers, and all in between. So I paid for their credit card. Yeah, Hawaii's expensive. I paid for their car insurance and their phone bills, medical, right? So I will, but I only give her like a couple $100 a month. I think it turns out to be, yeah, CDTC, so sometimes she's just running low. She's also, the thing with Jennifer too, is she goes to the school that she's going to help pay for school, right? So she's running tight. So if she wasn't paying for school, then she would be officially on her own. Hi, Shane. But because she's going to school and she's helping pay and we're helping her as long as we can, and she might end up having, a small loan in the end, but that's okay. That's okay. Hi, Pam. Yes, Scott, we're doing good. Thank you. The boots. So, I paid for them. Hi, Maury. No, she wanted to move out on her own. She couldn't handle, the dynamics in the house. Her and her dad butt heads. And so it was just not good for her mental health. And then Grandpa, it's tough. You can't, she can't be downstairs when the house is quiet and Grandpa's there, try to study, do those things. Because, Grandpa will keep coming back and forgetting he's already asked her 50,000 times, and it's frustrating, it's hard. And so she just decided, I have to, and she's much happier on her own. So literally if she stayed home, she would, yes, and she hated the TikTok stuff, and it just bugged her, and she's just moody, and she's bitchy, and it was just best for everybody, really. I know, Big Papa. She's close, yeah. It took me 15 minutes on the freeway to get to her. So, really close. We actually, no, not really, Rhonda. The improving for the relationship, no. You know, remember we just did a couple weekends all together. She can't let things go. So everything that I preach, she can't do it yet. So I'm hoping it will pass. I'm hoping as she ages, it'll get better and better for her. And she will realize she's holding on to too much, you know? Yeah, I did too, Rhonda. I thought it was magically just changed, but there's nothing magic, you know? What was the divorce? I mean, what was the dream? Was it to go? Dreams to me are everything, Kirk. So I believe that the dreams are your answers sometimes. Jennifer's 24. She does have some healing to do, and she still has a lot of healing to do. It doesn't happen overnight. Dreams. You know, anger, I think, is what she has, and it doesn't change. It's a long process. Do you mind telling me where to send the donations? Brenda, to the Alzheimer's Awareness Association, I don't really, you would think I would know it by now. Kelsey, I think, has it, so look, Kelsey on YouTube is going to post it. Thank you. And y'all, we raised so much money last night, and I'm like, it's amazing how amazing y'all were in helping us do that. And we still have a couple more weeks, so no real emergency. I know, and I will keep them with it, the credit cards, just for an emergency. Laura, it's a long story. I kind of brushed on it a couple weeks back, but you know, Dan gets a little weird when I tell his shit. I mean, it's my shit too, so I try to explain it to him with all, you know, respect and everything. But you know, we'll have to. I'm sure I'll talk about it again. But you know, Dan had issues. You know, we all have issues. And during the beginning of his practice, you know, he did things. He acted very selfishly. And that girl remembers everything. Like some of her early memories were like 18 months of him, like leaving me pregnant or leaving me, you know, with Hannah as a baby. And I think she just, you know, built up this wall with him because she saw how sad I was, right? She saw how sad I was. So as a defense mechanism, that's what we do as kids, right? It's a brain trauma. It's a trauma that we elicit, and our brain remembers those things. So I think ultimately for her, I mean, he never abused me or anything like that, but he was very selfish. You know, he would go to Tahoe by himself, leave me, you know, with the kids. He just wasn't there like he would be today, right? He had a lot of growing up to do. And those are the things that she remembers. I mean, some of the things that she'll remember, like even at 24, I'm like, what? So she was just one of those, I think Kelly said she's surprised she wants to be a lawyer. I think Jennifer is she's my bougie child, right? She likes the finer things in life. She's always pretty much had the finer things in life based on the lifestyle we provided for them back when Dan made a lot of money. And I think that still I mean, she still loves her dad, right? But she's pissed at him. She's pissed. You know, she'll always make comments like, you know, well, thanks to mom, you know, good thing we had mom, you know, no thanks to you, you know, that type of thing. But like I told them, and I tell them from the first day, I said, you know what? Your dad is a good dad in his own way, right? He's not a hands-on dad. He's not what you want in a father or how you think he should have acted. He didn't have that capability to do that. I was hands-on because I was raised that way, right? I was raised with all hands on deck. I didn't know any other way but to be so involved because My mom was that way. Both sides of my mom and dad's families were that way, right? Dan didn't grow up that way. Ed was not that way, right? He wasn't a hands-on dad. Ed was very selfish in his own ways. And so and then Dan was a product of a divorce. So he was left to be on his own, right? So he always had to think for himself, nobody else. I don't fault him. I used to be mad at him. That was one of the things I used to be mad at, because I wanted my life to be different, right? I wanted a different path than I had. So I was also pissed off because I wanted him to be better. I wanted to have that perfect, house and marriage and family. But that's a really lofty expectation for me to have, right? Because I married somebody who didn't have that capabilities. But I didn't know that, So, it's very hard. I held a grudge for a long time, but I don't anymore. Who are there in the picture? Danielle, there's some people asking who or where to buy the shirts. Ed, with the quotes, SalingerFarm.com. SalingerFarm.com is our website that has all of our merch on it. So anyhow, she built up, right? Only on in a movie. So that's what I told. I said, Tina, though, I don't look at it that way. I don't look like she's ungrateful. I think she does have expectations. I don't think she doesn't know better, right? I don't blame her for that. I just anticipate that she is going to learn and grow from that. She saw a lot of things. She was hurt. We can't change that. There is, every child develops some sort of trauma, brain trauma, what they think is trauma at the time, before the age, I think, is 7 or 9. Yes, salad bowls, much better. And sometimes we can think we're giving them the best opportunities in life, but we can't prevent traumas. That was a trauma for her. That's something she's going to have to look into and heal on her own time. Because the one thing Dan is very good at is, no, he hasn't said sorry. He won't. He believes it's something that he shouldn't have to apologize for, because he feels like that was the past. I don't live in the past. I go to the future. I can't change the past. And I will not apologize for anything that I did. Because, whether or not she thinks it was right or wrong, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. And I have always been there, right? He has. He's always been there. Just in the back. Just in the back. Not like me, but they had me, For her, it wasn't enough. Tonya, I believe that, but I can't change it, right? He has his thoughts. He has his feelings. Tonya said he should apologize. I can't, that's on him, right? I stopped fighting that fight a long time ago. It is what it is. But he's always there. He's always there. He's been there. He's supported her. He's been her biggest fucking cheerleader. She just has to change her narrative, because it's her narrative that is pissing her off. It's her narrative, y'all. Because he didn't fit into her mold. Every marriage has shit, right? Every marriage has ups and downs, right? My shit with her dad is my shit. It has nothing to do with her. I'm fine. We're fine now. Yeah, he's a pain in the ass, but he's always been that way. No, I don't have the divorce complications, but there was a moment, Leslie, where I thought we were done. It's not the event itself. No, you're right. Trauma is the response to an event. It's not the event itself. So she, yes, but also her reality. She saw my hurt, and that 100% K was real. But that's not something a child, right, should feel and worry about that she did. She did. And it is all subjective. So she knows that in her head, but she just has to get to the point where she lets it go. She was taking on my pain. The brows are horrible, Shane. I couldn't even look at them. I had to put a sweatshirt over my face during shimmy this morning because all I would do is laugh. Yes, my marriage is by far perfect. We've had some ups and downs and all arounds, and Dan was an ass. But, you know, he's also changed. Selling your marriage is assets, guys. Just say, very myopic in your views. Yeah. Yes, everybody's narrative is valid. 100%, Tiffany. We all can feel the way we feel. We can't change that. But you can't change and all, yeah, I don't know. Anyhow, and Dan feels very strongly about not apologizing because he believes, right? He was there. I wasn't the perfect father, right? I didn't have the perfect, you know, I didn't do the perfect things, but at the end, I was still there. I was still rooting her on. I was still supporting her financially and emotionally. She just doesn't want to see that. She can't see that right now. I think she's starting to. And I made her who she is today, 100%, Kelsey. So as far as wanting to be an attorney, I think there are things that she does admire about her father, right? We had a really good life. I mean, we still do. But throughout his career, we were very fortunate. And he didn't work a lot to make the amount of money he did. So he worries, right, that, yeah, I do too, Tiffany, but we've been around that block. I'm just over fighting that battle anymore. I can't continue to fight that. I have to worry about myself. You know, if he wants to take ownership, I've given him suggestions of what he should do to Jen, or say to Jen. But I can't fight those battles anymore. I have to worry about myself. So yeah, I can't. I know, and I believe, Elvie, it would help her heal. I believe that part of her stubbornness is because she believes he's not taking accountability for what she expected or the hurt she had because of him. I believe that. I mean, I'm not saying I don't, but I can't worry about that anymore. Dan and I would fight and fight and fight, and I call him names because he's an idiot for not doing it. Something so simple that can help aid her, but what can I do? I mean, my hands are tied. I'm not Dan, and I can't force him to do anything. And he's adamant when he believes, he's like, it's her issue, it's not mine. And I'm like, I know, but it's her narrative from growing up. You can't change what you did. I'm not saying to apologize for that, but I'm saying just acknowledge to her that you can see that you hurt her. That's it. That's it. But I can't, y'all. I can't. You know, it's not in my control. I do things differently than he does. I know psychologically what works. or I hope it works, because it doesn't always work. The book doesn't always work. However, she's on her own too. I know, it costs you nothing, Shane. And that's the way I look at it, is like, it costs you nothing. It won't work. That's not, and she just, and I'm like, okay, well, with that attitude, I can't do it. I can't do it. So, I think she does look up to him. I think she just hurts more as a child, her child self. But again, she's gonna have to heal on her own. I can't heal either one of them. They have to do it on their own. He has to, right. He has to carry that. And I've always told him that. I said, if it's something you can live with, right? See, I couldn't live that way. Sometimes, like, the kids, it's always something. Like, they're always, yes, James, she loves her dad. And she really wanted that dad. She wanted a dad. She didn't want me. Let's be real. She didn't want me. She wanted a dad. She was attracted to the male out of the relationship, and she felt it was probably, I'm not assuming, maybe it was a rejection, right? I can't repair that because I was there. I was there. Exactly, K-Riz. I also think she's always been on his ass, right? K-Riz said it would be nice for her to also thank him for everything he does for her. And listen, he's still doing it. He's still doing it. His choice. I told you about that, right? I'm going to tell you something. James, whatever you want to do. I'm going to tell you this. And I cussed her mother effing ass out. And I said, you know what? You don't deserve shit. So this is what I said. I said, law school, when she was applying a loan and she realized that the loan amount is double because of interest and all that stuff, and she started crying and she says, I don't think I can afford to go. I don't want to go out with her. And Dan said, well, that's not, no. We'll figure it out, right? We'll figure it out. And so anyhow, during that process, he said, well, what do you need? How much do you have saved up? And what do you need from me? And she was crying, and she said, well, half, might work, right? So he said, fine, done. Hey, he said, fine, done, right? Done. No questions asked. She looked at me, he looked down, looked at me, and said, just transfer it from the, take it from Andrew's account, and give her the money. And I was like, what? What? He said, give her the money. He walked away. And I said, and she goes, well, how do you want me to do this? And I yelled at her. I said, I'm going to tell you something right now. You're not going to like what I say, but you don't deserve it. I said, you don't deserve this. And I don't agree with it because I would make you take out that loan. And I would make you deal with it because you don't deserve it. And she was just like this. I was mad. I said, all this shit you do and treat your father. I said, in the fucking time of need, you go to him crying and he gives it to you. And he gives it to you. That's what a good father does. That is what he's always done for you, and he will always continue to do that. And that is why he is your dad. That makes him a good father. The ultimate narrative is he loves you no matter what. He doesn't want to see you suffer. That makes him a good father. Has nothing to do with how you wanted him to be. He's there for you every time. He would give you his right testicle if he needed to. He loves you. That makes a good dad. I said if it was up to me, I wouldn't give you the money. I wouldn't give you the money. But because he said it, and he wants me to, I'm doing it. That hurt her. But she needs to see, and she needs to respect the fact that he's doing what he knows how to do. Which, by the way, is how Ed did it. That's how Ed did it. Oh no, I don't walk on eggshells with that shit. Because she needs to understand that I'm not happy. Yeah, and that's really much how Dan always apologized, Tamara. Dan always, yeah, everybody. And don't come at my daughter, y'all. I will mute you for telling me that my daughter is spoiled or a brat. That's not for you to say. That's my narrative. It's not yours. I think it's disrespectful to comment on somebody's children that you have no idea and don't know 1 ounce about them. And it's just inappropriate. She's not here to defend herself. I'm telling you a story for those of you who are going through it and or have gone through it to say that that's what I'm doing. Celeste, I am telling you about it, but it doesn't give you the right to criticize a child. A child. My child. Because I'm sharing a story. People use that all the time. And they say, well, you put yourself out here, so don't talk about my family. I talk about people, but that's my people to talk about. It's not yours. So, shut up. I'm going to get an attitude, Celeste, because I think it's ugly coming from people who have no idea. She's still my child, whether she's 24, 18, or 36. She's my child. Thank you, Christine. Yes. So, anyhow, they just don't know how to speak. It's just like when I make fun of you. It's me. I can do it, but don't let somebody else. They're my kid, Mads. It's my child. It's my kid. Open your eyes. Look at the big picture. It's my kids. You saw me in Santa Fe? We love them. I love her. It doesn't give you the right to come on here and be rude about my child. I will defend my children, whether she's 24, 108. It's my child. You don't get that right. My kid. And that's like the thing yesterday with the video with Mark. People were coming at Mark. Now, I'm Mark's biggest bitcher. I bitch at Mark like anything. But people were attacking him? You do not have a right to say anything about Mark. Anything. That man deals with Ed alone. You're judging from 5 seconds of a clip. Oh, he sounds aggressive. I don't like Mark. Really? Wow. Quick judgment. People don't get me mad. Mads. People don't get me mad. Ignorance gets me mad. ignorance. Yes, and that's right, Charlene. I get this narrative. It's my platform. Yes, right? They were attacking Mark. Man. I was like, so Mark came over, right? Mark came over yesterday, and I heard him bitching. He goes, yeah, I just don't understand why, he was talking about it. Dan did, hi, Kentucky. Dodo, where you been? I heard Mark talking. I was like, oh shit, he must have seen you can't fix stupid. Shit. I could hear him talking about something, but I had no patience yesterday. I was like in the middle of a Walmart delivery. I was fixing lunch. I was getting pills ready. I was, doing my job as a caregiver. No, and especially my kids. Like, don't attack. When they attack Andrew, holy moly, I was like, who the fuck? Anyhow. And so I heard Mark saying something, and I forgot to tell Dan. Because I had noticed all the backlash Mark was getting. And it made me really sad. It made me really sad for him. This is why he doesn't want to do social media. This is why he doesn't want to do social media. He was so crushed. So when he left, I said, Dan, have you seen the video? He's talking about the video I posted. And he's like, no. He goes, I don't know. He goes, no. I said, now I understand. Now I understand. I said, he's like, God, he goes, because I could hear him say, I just said, Dad, let's go. Get in the car. But people assume that was rude. There's nothing rude about what he said. That's our family dynamics. Well, why didn't he, give him a hug and lead him over? Because that's not what we do. Why would I take the video down? Rebecca, I have nothing to hide. Rebecca said, maybe take the video down. Why? Why? People are ignorant. They need to stop walking through life with their eyes closed. That's the problem. Is that the people who criticize are the very people who have the problem. They take a freaking 5 seconds and form a judgment about somebody who they have no idea about. They don't know what our dynamics are. Who the fuck are you to attack somebody who is one of the kindest people on the planet? God damn. I mean, he does it by himself. Is he perfect? No. He's not perfect. But what he did in that video was not bad. Man, both sides, YouTube and fucking TikTok. There's nothing wrong in the video. Why would I take that down? There's nothing wrong in the video. Yes, and everyone thinks, but do they really care us? I don't think they do. I think they just are so negative and pessimistic, and they go through life that way, and they can't see the good. They are. For Mark, yeah, but Mark, I mean, it is what it is. You can never have the perfect video. We can never have the perfect video. I thought that freaking video was cute. I posted it and I was like, oh, this is gonna do so well. It's the cutest video ever. Didn't think anything was wrong with it. And then I went on and I looked at the things and I was like, what is happening? What? Dan's like, well, why did you post it? I said, because it wasn't, there's nothing bad. Thomas, bad attitude to have on here. Bad attitude. Again, open your eyes. Actually, you're not worth it, Thomas. Thomas is ignorant. We get rid of the ignorant. Bye-bye, Thomas. Anyhow. The video that I posted yesterday, No, it's the small numbers, 100% the small. I mean, how long have we been off of the Jennifer thing? And Thomas is bringing him back in. 10 minutes later, Thomas, it wasn't any different than Dan's videos, Mel. You're 100% right. But you know why it's different? It's because it's me. It's because it's me. So anybody in my videos gets attacked because people, the same fucking people, are always on there. I don't. Trevor, I don't do the ferns, only Dan. Never liked the ferns. Amanda, it's on our list of things to do. Aw, Hudson, that's so sweet. Yeah, adios, Thomas. God. I mean, again, I hate when people, like, you talk about something, you move on from something, and people want to rehash it, like, 15 minutes later. Thomas, we've already moved on. No, and that's the thing, Mikey. I never understood the people who have to attack somebody's children. I don't care if they're fucking adult children. Children, they're still kids. And I'm sure if my mama were alive today, she would beat somebody's mother effing ass if she could read and see all these people. Because I'm her child. Well, was, because she ain't alive anymore, but what the hell? I am, Cloudy, I am. Hi, Tara, how are you? I think people do need to respect boundaries. And, you know, their whole narrative is, well, you put yourself out here. Well, okay. And that doesn't mean I'm including all open negativity. What is, that gives you a fucking, an okay to judge somebody and be an ass? No. Where? Hi. Michelle, that's not my motive. I don't do that. I apologize to my kids for past behaviors. I have apologized to my kids for past behaviors. Dan just doesn't want to because Cheryl, you can't do that. Cheryl, Grandma Cheryl going in calling a coach ignorant. Stop it. Dawn, it's good. It's good. The video was yesterday's video, Nick. Well, you're judging now, aren't you? Yeah, I'm judging ignorance. Yes, Julie. Yes. Woo! Got the trolls out today. Thanks, Tara. My mom was 85 and still worried about 5 kids. Right, and Ed does too. And you don't think Ed would go after somebody if they were negative? Hi, Paul. Tell Deb I said hi. Okay. Oh, how was the injection? How was the injection? Cheryl, you did not. Stop it. Oh my God. Thanks, Kelly Jo. I hope you're hanging in there, girl. Hello, Matthew. How are you? Yeah, y'all, I mean, just these people today. These people today. Hey, Dana, how are you? They do. Thank you to see my people. Everyone has a story. No. On my page, I know, Kelly, I think about you almost every day. You know, oh, Grace, thank you. Good morning, I hope your day is great. No, that was today's video. Yesterday's video where we were in the parking lot and I had posted the beginning intro to it. Move to Kentucky. All right, no, I'm coming on the farm. He said something, well, are you coming with me? And I said, no, you're going with Mark. He goes, oh, you know, anyhow. And so Mark's like, come on, Dad, let's go. Get in the car. Get in the car. Let's go, Dad. And man, they were attacking Mark. I wasn't happy about that. Only I can attack Mark. Rita, I don't know what that means. I get upset every day. I don't think it makes me healthier. And there you have it. Oh yeah, and people hate my there you have it. Can you stop making those faces? Can you stop saying that? Coming with me? No. And so, you know, it was hot. Like, what is wrong, people? Get over yourselves. And it's my trademark. I started saying that, and it's just stuck. there you have it. Like, you know, after, there you have it. Nothing about him. There she goes whispering again. Oh yeah, I'm whispering to keep it from Ed. The video is not gone. I know, Kelly Jo, me too. Probably people should just stay home. I know. These people are just negative. They want to pick apart people because it makes them feel better. And I can't change that. It's just you wrapping. Oh, was I wrapping it up? Probably jealousy. I mean, but what can you do about hate? Hate is hate. That's all you can do. Some people in that group of negativity, they come back. I have had like about 5 people on YouTube. Thank you, small one. I just forgot what I was gonna say. Hey DB, 70 days, get it. He's so quiet and nice. I can't. I mean, good, Claire. Good, Claire. Thank you, Rita. I was saying something. I don't remember what I was going to say. Yeah, they know better. You know, we do an okay job with that. We never preach about how great we are because we aren't great. But we do it. We do it. Are we perfect? No. Do we make mistakes? Yes. Do we use the wrong words? Yes. Do we act pissed off? Yes. Do we get frustrated? No shit. But it's not just Ed. It's not just Ed. You know? It's everything in the caregiver arena. When I say caregiver, I'm using it in the big sense of caregiving, right? I caregive to Dan, to Ed, to my children, to my animals, to my house. I take care of everything. Caregiving, giver, care, yes. So I don't like people saying, you know, separating the two, because to me, it's one big round. It's under the same umbrella, right? Like some of us have umbrella policies. It's the same thing. I'm caregiving for everything. Kelly, I would do the same thing. Kelly said she almost ran a lady in the grocery store for the way she looked at her daughter. I would too. Yes. And Dodo, that's what they say. That's what they say. They have the audacity to say, oh, I think it's time for his safety. His safety? Dan, how could you let this woman help? How can you let her participate in the caregiving for your father? I think it's time that he goes to home. You know how many comments I read that yesterday? I was like, stupid. Knowledge is power. Ignorant comment. Obviously, don't know shit about anything. Yeah, the stress is there, Trish. Always. Hi, Rhonda. Yeah. Yes. So many comments within the last YouTube and TikTok on that video. I can hear it in their voices. It's time. He must go to a home where he will get cared for. Oh yeah, because that's what happens. Let's put him in a home filled with other people, medicated because he won't sit down and sit and drool on himself because I'm frustrated and you're judging how we are with him. Because you know, obviously. That's just plain stupid. Plain stupid. No, there's nothing, Deanna. I know. There's nothing wrong with what Mark said. It's not about a rat's ass, Sandra. It's all about trying to communicate, right? This is one of the things I use as an outlet. It has nothing to do with caring what they say, right? In all honesty, hi Erica. It has nothing to do with what they say. But sometimes it gets daunting, right? Sometimes it gets daunting. They're terrible, Shane, terrible. I know when we toured them for Ed, when we didn't know what we were going to do with him, the petrified look in his eyes made us cry, me and Dan. Deborah, have a good one. Made us cry. Made us cry because he was scared. He was scared. He said, I'm fine with my family. I'm fine with my family. I don't want to be here. Dan broke him. It broke him in that video. It broke him. And he's like, Danielle, and I watched it and it made me so sad. You know, you shouldn't be switching between houses. It's too much for him. It's better if he stay in one home. No shit. Bye, Tom. Thanks for joining. No shit. Y'all, Dan still works. We have an obligation to other things. We have made it work. I don't want to be reminded every day that we're doing a bad job. Switching homes. Is it for the best? Yes, for him. It's best for him. Is it great? No. But it's what we can do. It's what we can do. The alternative is not for Ed. The alternative is not for Ed. He would die. I would give him 3 months in a facility and he would die. He would literally die. Because first of all, not that they're, I know everybody can't care for him, but you see how he's always on the lookout for his family, right? You see how he's always looking for Mark and Bill and, you know, Josh. And you imagine being in a room in a facility full of strangers, not being able to, they would have to medicate him. They would have to medicate him. They would have to medicate him. And on the toughest day, I can never, ever, ever imagine how scared he would be in those places. It breaks my effing heart to even think of him in a situation like that. Just saying. Yeah. The meds, and they would have to. That's the thing, is they would have to medicate Ed because he would literally run. He's a stubborn ass. Do you think he would, do you think, could you imagine one of the nurses telling him to calm down? You guys don't know Ed. Nobody's stressing me out, user. Nobody's stressing out. Don't say that, because I'm not stressed. I mean, if you think I'm stressed, then you obviously haven't taken the time to learn me and know about me. No, he wouldn't go. Good morning, Chatty. How are you? 6 months. See, my friend Katie Freitas, her grandma made it 6 months. Thanks, Andy. Yeah, I mean, trust me, we have our days when we're like, you know, we joke. Nursing home! That's it! Pack your bags! But, you know, I would never do it. Are you kidding me? I would never do it. God, that would be horrible. God, I couldn't do it. I mean, that's like sending somebody to the gas chamber. Probably a bad analogy, but I just couldn't do it. It would kill them. It would kill them. Trust me, I don't have energy. It is. But again, you know, I don't want people feeling guilty for having to do it. Again, we were lucky, and we're still lucky right now. I can't say what the future is going to hold, right? I don't know. I don't have a magic ball to Yeah, I don't have a magic ball to predict the future, but my one of our houses until the day he dies, right? I'm hoping that if eventually it gets too much and he, progresses quick, that we can hire somebody to come in and take care of him, right? That's why we keep his money. That's why we save his money. That's why we don't spend his money, because we don't know what the future holds, right? Uh, yes. And Kelly, your daughter deserves to be home. Could you imagine how scared and sad she would be without her mom and her family by her side? God. But yes, for people, it works for certain people. Sophie, it's great that your mom enjoyed it. And Wanda, if the violence was there, he probably would be there. He would probably be there because I couldn't deal with the violence. It would make me sad at this point to put him in there because of the relationship we have, but I can't do it, right? You have to have, yes, and Townsend, some people think that dementia is a life sentence. It's a disability. He's still very coherent. He jokes with me all the time. People have, I know, Adriel, my husband does, not me. And I, but there's certain things that I have boundaries for me and my mental health, and dealing with somebody who's super aggressive wouldn't be something I could do. And so, it's good. I mean, right? Because we know for Ed, he wouldn't last. He wouldn't last. He would die. 2-3 months, tops. Yeah, Rejun. I mean, you do what you can do, right? Yeah, Mia, I don't know. It's not my story to tell. I know Kelly Joe's story. Everybody has different circumstances. Does he ever speak about it? Debs, he's so used to the camera. And if you pay attention quickly, and if you pay attention, ooh, that sounds good, Norm. I'm hungry. If you pay attention to Ed, and the camera's not in his face, like Dan says, we don't go after Ed looking for a video. We don't chase him. We allow him to come to us. And if he's videoable in that time, we may get our phone out. It's not in his face. You notice he looks at the phone. He's aware. And I think he knows. Again, it's not, it's his state of mind. He's coherent. He just forgets. And you'll notice in my videos, a lot of the clips may be in the same day, because that's when I have had the ability to film him for whichever reason, because I'm busy a lot, right? I'm busy. I'm running around the house, so I don't have as much opportunity to film him. But when he gives me a moment, like at night or in the morning when I have a little bit more time, where I think he's presentable, I film him, because for the people that are doing it, it helps. And he loves the attention he gets. I mean, this social media has brought a different dimension for us dealing with it, and for him living with it. I do believe it has improved his life. He's a ham. He enjoys the interactions. We're probably more interactive with him than we probably would be. We're giving him all the attention. We're bringing awareness to the disease. We're showing people that it can be done. It's not easy. But, it is hard. We're coping with it. Oh, thanks, Fat Boy Baker. And yeah, I laughed at the chicken foot. And I'm showing his life in his family. I'm showing his life with his family, which is everything he wants to be. Yes, and all the gifts he gets, the mail he gets. It has improved his life so much. And Patty, I get it. But you can't do what you can't deal with the violence, right? You have to set your boundaries. It's hard, but you have to. Do I work out fasted? Not really. Sometimes I do, but it's not something that I plan to do. My shirt says Brothers Trucking, Laredo, Texas. Um, yes, and caregiving in general is exhausting, whether you're raising kids, a husband, or dealing with somebody with a disease or dementia. Uh, oh, see, Mrs. G, and a lot of people benefit from it. That's why we do it. um, and we try to make people laugh. And look at me, right? I can create whole different cool platform. Um, he looks at my feet, Dodo. He does look at my feet sometimes, and he's like, "Does that hurt?" Sometimes he notices my bunion. Craze, thank you. Uh, yeah, I know. Ray June, I know. I mean, look, we have to really plan our life out if we want to do something, and we're not allowed to do anything, for longer than 4 days because Dan doesn't want to leave Mark with him for more than 4 days because Mark is alone. And somebody was on there the other day saying, you should keep him longer. How do you know we don't? Because we do. Because there's two of us and there's a house full of social media and there's a lot of attention for Ed and there's a lot more for him to do here with us. So we do. Don't judge. Don't assume. What do you mean? Are all our Zoom friends approved? No, they're not all approved. Zoom, you have people come and go. Different personalities. Zoom was kind of a freak by nature thing. When we started our subscription, we started doing a subscriber live, and those of you remember it was really difficult. And so we started Zooming with the subscribers, and then it became more, and then it became a holiday fiesta and Christmas. It's been there from the beginning. Most of those people in there have been there for a long time. You have some that come and some that go, some fit, some that don't fit. It's a very, but approved, there's no easy way to handle a room, a chat room, right? There's no easy way to handle it. It's unprecedented. So we're just kind of figuring things out as we go. Lots of learning experiences in this process of building a business and trying to do good things that don't always work. What you think is good and what's going to happen could be completely two different stories. But I try to create things that are good for people, right? Because I want to help everybody and I want to make everybody get along. But I can't always do that. I'm realizing that I can't be Captain Save-A-Ho, and I say that in the broad sense because I think that it pains me, it hurts my heart because I can't control everything. I can't. So sometimes you have to just say, all right, fuck it, I tried. It is what it is. Oh, Kelly, that's nice. Were you in San Marcos? Yes, Amy, because my daughter lives there. Captain Save-A-Ho. Who hasn't heard that statement before, Captain Save-A-Ho? I think that's my biggest, and I can tell you this. One of the biggest things I've had in this last year of social media has been working on myself, which I can easily say I've succeeded, and I'm succeeding because I'm not done finishing my journey, and I want to continue to evolve, right? Learning how to hold myself more accountable, but also realizing that I can't fix everything. I can't fix everybody. I am one person trying to help so many while I'm trying to caregive, take care of my house, start a business. There's only so much time. And I think sometimes people expect me to do it all, and they get hurt sometimes when I don't get back to everybody. But it's having to prioritize, and it's been a struggle for me because I would I'm putting Dan, in the back corner sometimes, and it's not really something that I should be doing. Memory loss, Mary. Memory loss is scary. However, I'd almost rather not have a memory if I'm dying or have cancer. I don't want to deal with cancer. I don't want to live through cancer. That's so scary. But anyhow, yeah, I am Captain Save-A-Ho. And I put a lot of, my marriage sometimes. I mean, luckily Dan is very supportive because he loves what I do and he loves my platform away from grandpa, right? He loves the good that I'm spreading, and he loves watching me flourish and grow as an individual. But I also invest too much time and I drive myself kind of batty. So I'm going to have to, start learning better for growth and everything else to manage my time better for others. This right here is something that I can do every day. At night, it's something that I can do every day. But the time in between is something that I have to be very focused on, and I have to be very careful. I don't have all the time in the day. I mean, my day goes by and I'm doing everything and I'm thinking to myself, holy shit, it's 3:30. I gotta shower, and I gotta get ready for life already. And I gotta get dinner ready. Oh my God, where is the day gone? Moro, you're out of line by saying that because I'm really not making money right now. So, ignorant comment, very ignorant. But yes, I do hope to make money out of it because it will help support my family. So why not? I have memory loss when I go to Vegas or I go to the casino down the street from me. 120%. I have memory loss while I'm there and gambling, and then I seem to remember the next day. My days have never gone quicker, and I just some days don't know what the hell is happening. I have a planner. I have notes, although I've had to hide them because Ed fumbles around in my shit because it's out on the counter. Because if I put it away, like it's been the last couple days since he's been here, I don't remember what to do. Like my oven. I don't even know sometimes what the hell. Slots, James. Slots. Yeah, gambling blackout. I have those all the time. Dan gets so mad too because he's like, I hear what you say about the casino. Like the other time, he's like, stop losing so much money. I said, well, first of all, how do you know how much I lose? Well, I just know. Just kidding. I said, just how do you know? How do you know? Just relax. I've got it. All right. The nose hairs was funny. Am I quitting Zoom? I'm not quitting Zoom, but I have to be more efficient with Zoom. Me too, Rhonda, but then it just gets me started at $100. It's like, come on, baby. This is how it's going. DY, he's never been somebody asked when did he lose his ability to manage good hygiene? Shut up, Mikey. Shut up. Mikey won $1,000. I'm not Mary. Tonight is the Thursday off, right? So Hannah comes in and no. Hygiene. What made me start Zoom? I kind of touched on that, but I'll get back to it. He has never been a big hygiene person, Ed, in all honesty. That's my only escape, which is a really bad escape. It's not healthy. Money, especially when you're working hard for your money. Working hard for my money. So anyhow, 15,000. I've never won. I'm like, one of these days, but the serotonin is so amazing to get. But yeah, so anyhow, Ed was never a good hygiene person. Never wore deodorant, which was horrible. He would go probably 3 or 4 days without a shower, and he walked all the time. So he's had that his whole life, bad hygiene. I think as he got older, I should say that the days that he would shower would get longer and longer. I think when he was younger, it was every couple of days probably, but he walks, he's ADHD, he sweats, he doesn't use deodorant. I don't think he's ever used deodorant as long as I've known him. So it's just gotten worse with age. Dan's very particular about his hygiene. And it's so funny because I look at some of the other boys in the house and in their family, and I don't think they're the same thing. Like they're not, big. Yeah, Connor, my son does too. My my son does too. My son is like a big showerer. Sometimes I'm like, can you stop? My well is overworking. No. So Shelby, the Zoom, actually, it was kind of like a fluke thing. We started a subscription, right? So our subscribers got extra content. And then we thought, okay, well, let's add a subscriber night, right? A live night with the subscribers. And it was a chat room, and it just never worked well. So my IT guy was like, okay, well, let's do Zoom. And I was like, Zoom? That's weird. So we started one night on Zoom with the subscribers, like a special, bonus for being a subscriber. And then they loved it so much that they wanted to do it more often. So then we started saying, okay, Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, before we go on our lives, we'll start off with the Zoom or end with the Zoom. I don't remember. And then during Christmas break, it was this weird thing, and it just started. Buy my socks, James. I'm saving them for you. And then it just became this thing. And it's been that way ever since, and there's a lot of people who benefit from it. I mean, there's a lot of people that really, really benefited from it and still benefit from it. There's chaos that goes in there. I mean, there are people that come and go that doesn't fit. You do have a group of people in there who have started on this journey with Zoom, very family oriented, and they, very protective, but everybody in there is perfectly imperfect. Everybody in there has problems. Everybody in there goes through, ups and downs, lashing out, fights, just debates, but, it's hard to work through these things because, I want perfection. I'm not going to get perfection. We're going to have ups and downs. We're going to have people mad at other people and take a break. And that's what it is. But I and sometimes I sit in there and I get nothing done because I'm chatting and having a good time. And, and so it's a huge distraction sometimes for me. So I've gotten a lot done lately since I've really been pulling back a bit because I can't, it impedes sometimes my growth in my business and putting efforts where I need to put, because I love sometimes hanging out with the people. Sometimes I hate hanging out with them because, it just, whatever arises in there. But it's just a group of, it's just a effed up group that, just is there for one another. That's it. But yes, and it's hard. There's been a lot of bumps in the roads over the last 6 months that it's been open. A lot that we kind of just get back up on the bandwagon and try to broach and deal with, and so yeah, I mean it's busy, but there is good to it. There's a lot of good to it. But yes, I pop in when I can, pop out. I've been popping out more lately because I've been working on a lot of things and through some things, and I needed to get my head cleared with some other plans. So we're doing it. So hi Carrie, good morning. The effed up group you didn't know you needed, 135%. In every one of them, I love dearly, but man, they drive me nuts. Man, they drive me nuts. But so does my family, so whatever. Very supportive though of my growth and my breaks, and understand why I go and why I'm not spending as much time with them right now. Those are cards that I got for my birthday, so I'm gonna start making this my TikTok, YouTube shrine for people who send things, and so those are my stuff. Lives are like therapy sessions. Sometimes the Zoom is the same way. There's a good 20 core Zoomies that are typically on, off and on throughout the day. About 20. Yeah, and I have some shirts on the walls that I just, don't wear. Awesome. Welcome to the shit show. That type of thing. But Ed's either sleeping or he's inside eating. One of the two. So anyway, love you guys. I gotta get going. I gotta get with the dogs and do some stuff before I have to shower and get my daughter and meet my other daughter. So it'll be a good mommy day. We get to see our nuggets today later. So it'll be a good day. So I won't see you guys later tonight. I don't know if Dan's gonna go on or not, but I will not be part of any social media for the rest of the day. Tomorrow morning and tomorrow night is Friday, so we will be there. Thank you all so much for contributing. Thank you for any gifts that were sent, and thank you for really helping us do and raise money for Alzheimer's awareness. It was magical last night, really magical. Have a great day. Have a happy Thursday. Be safe and be kind as always. Be kind. Be kind. Remember, look in the mirror before you pass judgment on anything and anyone. Love y'all. See ya. Bye, bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy.